shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much love drives a man insane.
Before the arenas were packed with rock and roll legends, a wild, free-spirited sound was brewing in the 40s and 50s. While the world was still immersed in the gentle rhythms of traditional jazz and blues, a new wild and challenging wave arose. A music with faster rhythms, more powerful electric guitars, and a spirit of rebellion like never before. Today we're diving into 15 killer songs that not only influenced rock and roll, but were the first bricks that built it. We'll go in chronological order so you can feel the explosion of volume and spirit through each track. Ready to ride the rock and roll wave back to where it all began. Let's go. Rocket 88. Jackie Brenston and his Delta Cats, 1951.
You women have heard of jalopies, you've heard the noise.
Before Elvis even showed up, Rocket 88 exploded like a bolt of lightning. Recorded at Sam Phillips' legendary Sun studio, it was more than just a car song. The frantic saxophone fast rhythm, and especially the improvised distorted guitar, perhaps due to a dropped amplifier on the way to the studio, created a sound that had never been heard before. This wasn't an accident, it was a revelation. This distorted guitar, dusty and powerful, opened the door to what the electric guitar could do. It wasn't just blues, it was blues sped up, injected with adrenaline. Rocket 88 is considered by many to be one of the first rock and roll records, a declaration of speed and rebellion. It proved that rough and perfect sounds can sometimes be the most powerful.
Blow your horn, Raymond, blow.
60-Minute Man, Billy Ward and his Dominoes, 1951. The 50s weren't just about rock, it was also about social and musical barriers starting to crumble. 60-Minute Man did it in a bold way. Its direct lyrics full of sexual innuendos and self-confidence were shocking at the time. This is more than just an ordinary R&B song. Clyde McPhatter's powerful vocals mixed with humor and sexiness, combined with a pounding piano accompaniment, created an irresistible energy. This song challenged moral standards, worried parents, and excited young people. It was a sign that music was becoming more daring to talk about things that were previously taboo. 60-Minute Man paved the way for freedom of expression in rock and roll, proving that the truth, even if shocking, had its own power. The Fat Man, Fats Domino, 1949. Before his big hits, Fats Domino laid the groundwork with The Fat Man. Released in the late 1940s, the song was heavily influenced by New Orleans R&B, but had elements of what we would later recognize as rock and roll. Domino's pounding piano, boogie-woogie playing, and his signature bluesy vocals made for a unique combination. What makes The Fat Man so important is the connection between blues R&B and a new energy. It shows that music is slowly moving away from traditional genres to something more explosive. Fats Domino, with his smile and his easygoing style, brought black music to white audiences, breaking down barriers and setting the stage for a bigger explosion. He was one of the first artists to prove that music could connect people regardless of skin color or background. Good Rockin' Tonight, Roy Brown, 1947. If you want to find the origin of the word rockin', you have to look to Roy Brown and his hit Good Rockin' Tonight. It's a funky jump blues song, but its energy and spirit go far beyond that genre. The sparkling brass fast rhythm and Brown's passionate vocals keep listeners on the edge of their seats. Although not yet rock and roll in the later sense, Good Rockin' Tonight set a standard for energy and excitement. It was one of the first songs to use the word rockin' in the modern sense, not just to dance, but to rock. The song influenced many later artists, including Elvis Presley, who covered it and brought it to a new generation of audiences. Roy Brown didn't just create a hit, he created a concept of how music could make you feel alive. That's Alright. Arthur Crudup, 1946, and Elvis Presley, 1954.
Well, that's alright, Mama. That's alright with you.
Before rock and roll took the world by storm, Arthur Crudup's blues That's Alright, 1946, planted the first seeds with its raw, soulful rhythm. However, July 19, 1954 marked a historic moment when Elvis Presley recorded a cover at Sun Studio. It wasn't just a song, it was a blast. Elvis combined Crudup's blues with country and boogie-woogie, creating a bold rockabilly sound. His catchy vocals and fast dynamic guitar broke down musical and social barriers. Elvis's version was more than a hit. It was a statement attracting millions of viewers and widely regarded as the song that birthed rock and roll. It ushered in a new era, completely changing the landscape of world music. Shake, Rattle, and Roll, Big Joe Turner, 1954. When Big Joe Turner released Shake, Rattle, and Roll in 1954, the world literally shook. With a husky, powerful vocal and a booming jump blues band, the song was a party machine. Its bold, innuendo-filled yet humorous lyrics made it a huge hit in the R&B community. Shake, Rattle, and Roll is more than just a fun song. It's an important bridge between R&B and rock and roll. Its high-energy, strong brass and pounding beat made it a perfect choice for white artists to cover. Bill Haley and his Comets version brought the song to the mainstream, but Turner's original version is the most raw and honest. It proves that rock and roll doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to have soul and the power to make you want to dance.
3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight.
Rock Around the Clock, Bill Haley and his Comets, 1954. If there is one song that is considered the opening shot of rock and roll to a mass audience, it is Rock Around the Clock by Bill Haley and his Comets. Although released in 1954, it was when it was used in the 1955 movie Blackboard Jungle that the song created a global craze. Rock Around the Clock is a perfect blend of country western swing and R&B. The simple yet catchy guitar solo, steady beat, and easy to understand lyrics made it an anthem for young people. It was more than just a song, it was a cultural phenomenon. It made millions of young people, both white and black, feel the power of rock and roll for the first time, getting them up and dancing. Rock Around the Clock broke down social and musical barriers, proving that rock and roll was more than a trend, it was a movement.
Oh, Maybellene, can't you be true? Oh, Maybellene, why can't you?
Maybellene, Chuck Berry, 1955. When Chuck Berry released Maybellene in 1955, he didn't just create a song, he created a roadmap for rock and roll. Maybellene isn't just a story about a car race, it's an epic about freedom, about youth, and about Berry's unmistakable guitar. Chuck Berry's unique guitar sound with its fast, powerful, and melodic riffs became the signature of rock and roll. He perfectly blended blues country and boogie-woogie, creating a style that every rock guitarist would learn from.
Oh, why can't you be true? You done started back doing the things you used to do. The motor cooled down, the heat went down. That's when I heard that highway's down. Cadillac said like a toilet.
Maybellene is more than just a sped-up blues. It's an invention. Chuck Berry was more than just a musician. He was a street poet telling stories that young people could relate to and doing so with an unmatched confidence. He proved that rock and roll could have both brains and brawn. Roll Over Beethoven, Chuck Berry, 1956.
Well, I'm a writer, little letter, mobile, and to the local DJ. Yeah, it's a jumping little record, I want my jockey to play.
Just a year after Maybellene, Chuck Berry continued to assert his position with Roll Over Beethoven. This was more than just a song praising rock and roll. It was a manifesto. Berry boldly announced the birth of a new musical genre, one powerful enough to sweep away even the greatest classical works. This song shows Berry's boldness and confidence. His famous guitar riff once again proves why he is called the father of rock and roll. The lyrics are not only about music, but also about generational change, about young people searching for something of their own. Roll Over Beethoven is an iconic song affirming the position of rock and roll as not just a passing trend, but a powerful cultural force. It has inspired countless bands from the Beatles to Electric Light Orchestra to continue his legacy.
Tell Tchaikovsky the news.
Tutti, Frutti, Little Richard, 1955. When Little Richard screamed the first verses of Tutti Frutti in 1955, the world knew something new was coming. It was an explosion of pure, unbridled energy. Richard's pounding piano, his piercing vocals, and his onstage madness changed the game forever.
She knows how to love me, yes indeed. Boy, you don't know what you do to me.
The original lyrics to Tutti Frutti were so explicit that they had to be rewritten for radio. But even the edited version retains its rebellious spirit and sensuality. Richard doesn't just sing, he performs, he screams, he storms the stage. Tutti Frutti is a true rock and roll breaking down barriers of speed noise and freedom of expression. It's a perfect example of how rock and roll took inspiration from gospel and R&B but pushed it to a whole new level. Little Richard wasn't just an artist, he was a phenomenon, someone who set the stage on fire and drove audiences crazy.
Well, it's the one for the money, two for the show. You get it ready now, get over, don't you?
Blue Suede Shoes, Carl Perkins, 1956. Amidst the rising stars, Carl Perkins brought a sophisticated blend of rockabilly and rock and roll with Blue Suede Shoes in 1956. Considered one of the greatest rockabilly classics, this song isn't just about shoes. It's about pride, about style, and about never stepping on someone else's shoes.
You can knock me down, telling my face, slander my name all over the place.
And Perkins' signature guitar riff, a fusion of blues and country, created a unique and recognizable sound. Blue Suede Shoes was more than just a hit. It was a fashion statement and an attitude. The song was covered by Elvis Presley and became one of his biggest hits. But Perkins' original version is where the rockabilly spirit comes through best. It proves that rock and roll isn't just about being loud. It's about sophistication, about groove, and about keeping your own style. Hound Dog, Big Mama Thornton, 1952. Before Elvis Presley took Hound Dog to the top of the world, the original was sung by the mighty Big Mama Thornton in 1952. It's a powerful blues song with a powerful vocal and anger in every word. This song isn't just about a cheating man. It's about female strength and refusing to be disrespected.
You told me you was high class, but I can see through that.
Thornton's version is raw, honest, and full of emotion. The guitar and harmonica are simple but effective, giving a traditional blues song a new lease of life. Hound Dog is a prime example of how rock and roll was deeply inspired by the blues, especially the blues of black artists. Elvis's later cover popularized the song, but Big Mama Thornton's original and fearless spirit is what should be celebrated. She proved that rock and roll wasn't just about youthful rebellion. It was about expressing real, powerful emotion. Hot Rod Race, Arkie Shibley and his Mountain Dew Boys, 1950.
Now
Now, me and my wife and my brother Joe took off in my Ford from San Pedro. I hadn't much gas and the tires was low, but that old Ford would really go.
When talking about rock and roll, we cannot ignore the close connection with racing cars and the hot rod culture. Hot Rod Race by Arkie Shibley and his Mountain Dew Boys, released in 1950, is a prime example. It is a vibrant, fast-paced, and exciting country boogie that directly reflects the growing passion for cars in America. Although it falls under the country genre, Hot Rod Race has the DNA of rock and roll with its fast tempo-pounding guitars and story of competition. It is a blend of traditional music with a modern theme, creating a vibe that young people can relate to. This song proves that rock and roll doesn't just come from blues and R&B, it also draws inspiration from country and western swing, especially the fast-paced and energetic ones. Hot Rod Race is a song that shows how genres intersect to create something completely new and exciting.
For passing this up as we went our way was a kid in a hopped-up Model A.
Now, won't you hear me swinging?
Rock Me, Sister Rosetta Tharpe, 1938. Before rock and roll even had an official name, there was a pioneering female artist who was rocking the stage. Sister Rosetta Tharpe, with her 1938 recording of Rock Me, proved that gospel and blues could be combined with powerful electric guitars to create a powerful sound.
You just hide me in our bosom. Tell us time the life is over in the cradle.
Tharpe's soulful, powerful vocals and unique style of electric guitar playing made her a phenomenon. She was more than just a gospel artist. She was a master guitarist who played the powerful noise-making riffs that would later become the hallmark of rock and roll. Rock Me is a clear demonstration of how black women have played a vital role in shaping rock music. She was a quiet but great inspiration to many later artists, from Elvis Presley to Johnny Cash. Sister Rosetta Tharpe is truly the godmother of rock and roll.
I'm another year. Oh, my life, me all forsaken.
Oh, get the bottom, baby, diamond ring. If that diamond ring don't shine.
Bo Diddley, 1955. Finally, we cannot fail to mention the man who created a unique rhythm for rock and roll, Bo Diddley, with the song of the same name, Bo Diddley, in 1955. The characteristic Bo Diddley beat, a primitive hypnotic rhythm, has become one of the most important templates in rock history.
Make a pretty baby a Sunday go. Put it in the ball of bad guy.
This song isn't just about the beat, it's about attitude, it's about confidence, it's about Diddley's signature fuzz guitar. He doesn't just play music, he creates his own sonic universe, something magical and irresistible. Bo Diddley is a perfect example of minimalism and power. It proves that with just a few notes and a signature beat, you can have a huge impact on an entire genre. Bo Diddley wasn't just an artist. He was an architect of rock and roll, laying the foundational blocks that countless artists have built their empires on. And those are the 15 songs that together weave the great tapestry called rock and roll. Each song is a brick and important milestone on the path of formation and development of a music genre that changed the world. We have seen how pioneering artists with creativity, passion, and sometimes accidents created something completely new and full of life. These songs are more than just music. They are stories of innovation, of overcoming barriers, and of the power of daring to be different. They remind us that art is a form of resistance, a way to fight back against the pressures that seek to silence our voices. Which of these songs resonates with you the most? Or is there another song that you think laid the foundation for rock and roll? Let me know in the comments below, and if this journey through rock and roll history resonates with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with those who need a reminder that the world belongs to those who dare to dream, dare to fight, and dare to rebel.